Hi, I'm Julie Maria about Los Angeles, and I'm here at the annual WonderCon here in Anaheim, where thousands of people are still flooding in for the 3-day weekend celebrating the arts, such as comic books. And yet, one thing still remains the same here at the California Watermelon Festival. That is free watermelon. Right now I am here in probably the quietest area of the Pet Expo. I'm in the aquatic experience where there are several different types of gorgeous setups. Books, and more books. Here at the festival there is nearly every type of book imaginable, from children's books to romance and mystery. Flags, music, and of course the Pacific Ocean right next to us. On a Sunday afternoon, it's a perfect day for a motorcycle ride through the canyon with the cars. Hi, I'm Julie Maria about Los Angeles, and right now I am actually standing on the racetrack of the Irwindale Speedway, where at precisely 7 o'clock, various celebrities will be racing these cars for the Wounded Warrior Project. Fans were allowed to walk the racetrack and meet celebrities such as High School Musical's Corbin Bleu, Saved by the Bell's Mark-Paul Gosselaar, and even Tricia Heffer from Battlestar Galactica, who all competed for the top spot in the celebrity race.
I think it's just awesome for them to come here knowing that they're also interested in racing.
About the celebrities racing, like who will win and stuff.
And they get to see how it is, and we get to see how they race. I think it's just great. I wish they have more like this.
The celebrities raced a total of 20 laps around Irwindale Speedway and were just as competitive as the real race car drivers themselves that competed on that very same night. And the winner of the celebrity race goes to Mark-Paul Gosselaar, who raised a total of $25,000 to the Wounded Warrior Project. I guess he really was Saved by the Bell. In addition, there were 8 other races, including the Irwindale race trucks, Universal Studios classic movie cars like the Kit car that actually raced for the charity, and full-fledged stock cars that all wanted the #1 spot.
It's so fun, we get to see everyone dressed up!
Cosplay was a big part of the convention as enthusiasts took the opportunity to dress in their favorite characters.
All the different cultures meshing and all the different, comic book characters meshing. It's fun.
Aurora's my favorite Disney princess, and Sleeping Beauty is my absolute favorite. And since the fairies always fight over whether she gets to wear pink or blue, I figured why not have both in one costume, and then nobody has to argue about it.
Just all the stuff that you can buy, and there's just so many cool people dressed up, and it's really entertaining to look at.
My favorite part is meeting everybody.
I have to say that's right up there. Everybody's great, everybody's friendly.
There's so many things on display.
Some of our Warlords of Mars comics. So things that you can't access very easily in Agrabah.
And many were fully engulfed in their role, like this one, based on the pop song by the Norwegian group Elvis.
I don't see myself as a villain or superhero, so I was like, I'm going to be a fox from What Does the Fox Say?
And what does he say?
He said, hutty hutty ho, wap wap wap.
Comic books and video games were the highlight of WonderCon as spectators browsed the thousands of comics on the shelves and met the authors behind them.
I had a dream. I woke up one morning with the entire first novel in my head, and it was a matter of getting it down on paper.
I decided to start on this book, Destiny's Forge, which was a sort of a mashup of all the different short stories I had started, starring this character. And then from there, it dovetailed into all these other books.
Like I said, I started 8 years ago with just a 10-page book. In that time, we've blown up to this big booths and everything we've done now. We run our own convention. We do a zombie beauty pageant every year.
Right now I am here in Artist Alley, where there are a variety of different types of artists that will be showing their work as well as selling it.
And they single out a vet, and you get to know that vet. You get to know where your money's going. You're getting to know what the benefit is that veteran actually gets. That the whole camaraderie and getting together and honoring the flag and honoring the 9/11 victims is all part of it.
In triple-degree temperatures, over 1,000 bikers rode from the Ventura County Naval Base in Port Wanamae, heading southward through Malibu Canyon Road and ended at Malibu Bluffs Park just past the wave of flags. But for the bikers, the ride was worth it.
It was awesome. It was awesome. It's my second year doing it. I love it. I love it. Anything for veterans.
The fact that you not only see what you're driving through, but you feel it, and riding a motorcycle is about the closest thing you can come to flying.
It was hot, but it was pretty impressive. Going through the curves, you can see the rest of the line, and watching the public come out and cheer us on, and the flags, really, they weren't cheering us, they were cheering the flags, and that's a good thing to see.
Flags, music, and of course the Pacific Ocean right next to us. On a Sunday afternoon, it's a perfect day for a motorcycle ride through the canyon with the cars.
It's all about the South, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Carolina, don't you wanna get down?
There were also food trucks and booths set up in the park that sold various items to benefit disabled veterans. And an animal conservation group called Animal Tracks brought out a few of their animals for the biker to experience, like this hybrid wolf, as well as a 6-month-old possum.
They are pretty much at this point, they're ready to go. So we use them for education for a little bit and then we let them go and they survive just fine. They kind of go back to their wild roots and like a squirrel, you can't rehabilitate and then let it go because they get too used to human hands and all that stuff. Opossums are one of the few animals that's like, I'll see you guys later.
I'm Julie Marie, about Los Angeles.
Child abuse is a crime and child abusers are criminals. It's that simple.
To officially kick off Child Abuse Prevention Month, a completely free event brought the community of Oxnard together as the Children's Wall of Tears was unveiled for the first time by its founders Jane and Leo Alvarez.
My 5-year-old only weighed 18 pounds, no teeth or verbal skills, and I had to fight to protect these children. That's outrageous. That's what started me about the injustice that was happening to our children.
It truly is that, you would think that these children live in fear, but that's not entirely true. They're actually living in terror every single day because they don't know when they're going to hit again, knocked down, thrown against the wall. They never know where that terror is going to come from.
They know terrorism in its purest form.
Right now I am standing here in front of the trailer of the Children's Wall of Tears as we remember those who have been victims of both neglect and abuse.
5 million children are abused every year. So that's why the Wall of Tears, the Children's Wall of Tears exists, so that we can let people know about this abuse.
Various musicians and activists showed their support by offering their services, including a free concert by K&S Rockstar. And a cultural dance group entertained crowds with their multicolored performances. A local youth fitness program called Knockout demonstrated how they teach kids about self-defense using boxing techniques.
It actually started with helping out the kids, and boxing was just an avenue for that.
All for free, there were fun crafts, multi-character bounce houses, and a tractor-pulled train to celebrate Children's Day. I'm Julie Marie, about Los Angeles.